welcome to you're at HitchcockMovies.com. We are your hosts, Jeff and Diane, and this is movie number 23, Shadow of Doubt from 1943. Now this is the second film that Alfred Hitchcock does with Universal. He was loaned out by O. Selznick to Universal for two pictures. The first was Saboteur, this is the second one, Shadow of a Doubt. Saboteur ended up being a bit of a disappointment for Alfred Hitchcock, mostly because he didn't get the actors he wanted. It's too bad because audiences really liked it. We really liked it. It resonated well with the audiences and it made a lot of money. But he does get the actors he wants in tonight's movie and then some, so that's good. Not only that, but he gets the story idea he wants, he gets the screenwriter he wants, he gets the exact location he wants, he gets the music composer he wants, he gets everything he wants. And it's no surprise that his daughter Patricia referred to this anyways as his favorite project. So that's exciting. This was filmed in the summer of 1942, and you know, World War II was weighing heavily on everyone's mind. Certainly, no less with Alfred Hitchcock. Worried about his country getting bombed every day, and worried about his friends and family, and particularly his mother. He was also losing his mother at this point. She actually does pass away during the filming of Shadow of a Doubt, and like any of us, that was very, very difficult for him to deal with. So depending on who you believe, this movie here is possibly the most autobiographical of all the Hitchcock movies. You know, with references to his family life and his friends and things that he knew of as he was growing up as a child within his small community. Tonight's movie is set in a small community, small town America, specifically Santa Rosa, California. So it's interesting, you know, to see this possible autobiographical business. So in 1942, he was meeting with a story developer who worked for David O. Selznick, and they were going through various ideas of what to do next, various story ideas. And it turns out that her husband had a story called Uncle Charlie that appealed very greatly it appealed very greatly to Alfred Hitchcock. It was called Uncle Charlie. And he ends up wanting to do it. He brings in a screenwriter they admired very, very much called Thornton Wilder. And Thornton Wilder wrote the play Our Town and wrote the screenplay to the movie Our Town, which some of our audience, I bet you, remembers that movie from 1940, small town sensibilities. So he and Hitchcock, they spent a lot of time together developing this movie. They actually went up to Santa Rosa to scout locations and found this perfect little area to do it. Yeah, up in wine country, so they drank a lot of wine and had a lot of food and had a lot of fun. He actually gives special mention to Thornton Wilder to thank him in the credits, in the opening credits, because it was a really, really good time with him, a good project. Two other people who wrote this movie, Alma Reville, who of course Alfred Hitchcock's wife, very heavily involved in the script, and Sally Benson. Sally Benson wrote some of the dialogue. She wrote articles for the New Yorker, and she writes the screenplay for Meet Me in St. Louis, that Judy Garland movie, which is fun. So casting begun, and who did they get? Well, Joseph Cotten was the guy that Alfred Hitchcock was available to him. He thought he would be perfect for the role of Uncle Charlie. Joseph Cotten was in Citizen Kane. He was in a number of movies with Orson Welles. Also, The Third Man, which is just a great movie too. He's the whole movie. Orson Welles doesn't come into the movie until halfway through. They call it The Third Man. Joseph Cotten also will be in a movie a few years down the road for us, a Hitchcock movie called Under Capricorn. He also was in 3 episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents later on, so that's fun. Secondly, playing his little niece, also named Charlie, is an actress named Teresa Wright, very much his junior. She's probably 19 or 20 or so. Teresa Wright is not someone that we knew of before we started doing research for these movies. Very interesting actress. Her first 3 movies, she was nominated for an acting Oscar for all 3 movies, winning for one of them. Little Foxes, Mrs. Miniver, and The Pride of the Yankees with Gary Cooper. She's nominated for all these. Her fourth movie is called Shadow of a Doubt. It's tonight's movie. Her sixth movie is The Best Years of Our Lives, which wins Best Picture in 1946. What a great movie. She's really good in that too. So how about that? I mean, she was a huge star at this point, and she gets top billing. She gets billing above Joseph Cotten, so that's pretty cool. Well, she must have thought, this is easy, you know, what's so hard about this? Very nice, nice lady. Her father, you're going to recognize him. He is played by Henry Travers. His most famous role is the angel Clarence in It's a Wonderful Life with James Stewart. He's Clarence the angel. He's her father in this one. And one other person to note to look for is an actor by the name of Hume Cronyn. Hume Cronyn was one of those old guys in the movie Cocoon. This was his first movie. He was quite young, and Alfred put in some gray hair on him to make him look older. He plays a neighbor who always happens to come in when they're just sitting down to dinner, and he always is talking with the father, Henry Travers, about the best way to murder somebody, and it's quite funny. So Hume Cronyn will appear in next week's movie Lifeboat. He was involved in the screenplay for the Alfred Hitchcock movie Rope, and under Capricorn as well. He was married to Jessica Tandy in 1942 and stays married to Jessica Tandy until she passes away in 1994. Hume, Jessica Tandy were very good friends over the years with Alfred Hitchcock. They spent a lot of time together. They were great friends. And Jessica Tandy, of course, will appear in the movie The Birds in 1963, so we'll look forward to that. Now the music in this, I mentioned he got the music he wanted. Dmitri Tiomkin does the movie does the music in this movie. He's just a giant, a Hollywood music giant. He wrote the score for everything. He wrote the score. He was nominated for 22 Oscar nominations. He wins 4 Oscars throughout his career. That's pretty good. Does the music for You Can't Take It With You, It's a Wonderful Life, High Noon, Rio Bravo, The Alamo, A Million Westerns. He wrote the TV theme song to Rawhide, which is really cool. So great music in this one. This is the first of 4 collaborations with Alfred Hitchcock. He'll do the music in Strangers on a Train, I Confess, and Dial M for Murder, in addition to tonight's Shadow of a Doubt. So look for that. There's a tune to look for in this one. The opening credits is this waltz, not written by Dmitri, written by someone else, but it's adapted by him. The tune is called The Merry Widow Waltz. It's from an opera. A cameo to look for. Yep, we got a cameo tonight to look for. Not easy to see. You don't really see his face. It's early on, so look for that. And good. So yeah, that's it. So here we go. Let's watch Shadow of a Doubt, the movie from 1943. So let's watch.